Well, good evening. Welcome to Clouse on Cars. It is Wednesday, March 27th, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. A little bit more light in here now, as you can see. I'm going to kill some of that. Bear with me. 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock on the East Coast. I'm sorry, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. 5 o'clock on the West Coast. I think I'm here. I'm not sure. Welcome anyway. As I always said, I'm going to try to explain to you how to come into the show. If you have an iPhone, a Droid, a Windows phone, you have to have Chrome installed, of course. Go to your app store, get the Stage 10 Entertainment application. Text me your email address to 205-300-8246. Sorry about being so casual, but hell, everybody else is on some kind of television station. So text me your email address, 205-300-8246, and I'll bring you live into the show. You have to have the app installed. You have to be running Chrome on an iPhone. Of course, it's already on a Droid. You have to be running on a Windows phone or whatever. If you install the app, it'll run, though. So go to your app store, get the Stage 10 Entertainment app. Let's download it and have a lot of fun. I'll bring you right in if you text your email address to Kim Clouse at iautoconsultants.com or contact at iautoconsultants.com or text me 205-300-8246. Jesus, I'm not sure if I'm here or not. I know you guys are. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to set this up so we don't have a bunch of information problems. Welcome. If it's your first time viewing, I hope that you enjoy being here. Last week, I went into a pretty extensive deal on the whole store BDC and what should happen and what should not happen, in my opinion. And I ask a lot of you to kind of comment on that. I'm going to open up, make sure that I've got other streams. So just bear with me while I look. I asked you all last week to kind of give us your opinion on what you thought the BDC should be doing and how it should be doing. And, right now, all you got to do is just text me 205-300-8246, your cell phone number or your email address rather, and I'll bring you live into this show. Okay. Well, that's how that'll work. All right. So we went into how the whole store BDC is. Tonight, I think I'm just going to slow down some because I'm flustered anyway. It's still light outside and I can't get used to that. I hope everybody's doing well. We talked about and I need to know what your current process is. I mean, we also talked about, can everybody at the receptionist desk, no matter whom is sitting there, even if they're a new individual or someone that you train, how to give instructions on and directions on how do you get to your store, because these digital devices fail constantly. So, if you'll just text me your email, 205-300-8246, and you want to join this show, I can bring you in live if you're running Chrome on an iPhone, or if you're running a Droid or Windows. It's got to be Chrome. And Stage 10 Entertainment is the application that you can get at the App Store. Yeah, you guys caught me napping. Got to get out of that habit. Okay, so do you have all the stuff set up at the switchboard? We talked about that. Maybe not. The full store BDC versus a business development center. I mean, there's both camps. I mean, I'm in the camp of full store BDC. We're going to go extensively into this. Also, I need to make sure, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about how does your community perceive your dealership? And I've not had a great deal of interaction on that. I've had a lot of stuff on BDC, but I mean, how does your community perceive your dealership? Whose fault is that? Get out and change it. Okay. Just go out in your community do what you're supposed to do to change those things, and you'll be a lot better off for it. Hello, everybody. Few people already on here, and I'm looking at them. And hello, friends. Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate it. I'm decided that it's just too much to chat with all of you at one time. So if you're paying attention, I will, said I was going to put up a graphic, but I decided, hey, graphics are difficult. Text me your email to 205-300-8246. I'll bring you into the show live if you have all that set up. All right. If you've got a question, text me 205-300-8246, and I'll send you an answer or tell you what you need to do. So how does your community perceive your store, your dealership, where you work? How does it perceive the departments individualized inside of your dealership? Break it down into the ridiculous, and let's find out what's going on. I also talked about top funnel. I love bottom funnel. Don't get me wrong. I talked about lot links. They deliver bottom funnel customers that are looking for the vehicles on your car lot. And then I talked about these retargeting companies, all of which I'm not aware of. But I'm sure if you can get into the retargeting from what you've been doing, there's a lot of sales out there, man. And now we can drill into where are the people, down to half of a city block probably, or a few feet. Anyway, need your opinions. So I'm going to move on through this full store BDC. We're going to kind of take it slow and easy. I said that I thought everyone should be involved in BDC. Business development, let's call it business development central, not business development center. All these cookie cutter things that a lot of individuals deem that you had to do at your dealership from companies that were probably not very good at doing it. As was my experience. So let me also change glasses. These are blurred too much. Hey, I can do this. David Kane, Ralph, if you guys are watching, you come on in your pajamas if you have to. All right. So here we go. Now, much better. I need to know what you think. If you text me, it's much better. If you're chatting with you, I see it. I just don't have a response time. I mean, to be live and watching myself and trying to talk to you is crazy. Trying to produce it and do it at the same time. So back to business. Full store BDC, Business Development Central, Business Development Center. I like to call the people that we may have working in a BDC Relationship Marketing Center, RMC, Relationship Development Center, RDC, whatever it is. You should be handling your customers. They should be handed out correctly. Sales managers, you should be on your game, making sure that all these things are happening. I mean, if you're just sitting there and you're not paying attention to what is actually going on with your salespeople on your floor, I know you're busy. Look, I've been there, done that. I don't want to hear it. You're busy, but you got to be on your game. That's why you get paid more money to do a lot more work, right? Been there too. You got to be on your game, man. When your salespeople are trying to communicate with you, we talked about that as well. Do you have a way to message back and forth internally? Now, those of you that are already doing this and do it all the time, hey, it's old hat. But, I've found so many of the basics still missing in the principles of what we find an ever evolving, difficult business to be in, because the customers have more ammunition, or as much as we do. So, or even we have to work with them. Let's go back to the managers and the salespeople and the people over in the BDC. Let's round it up. Only got 30 minutes and it'll go away quickly. Bear with me. Sales managers, just consider this. This is my point of view, not anybody else's. Mine, strictly, and I could be wrong. Chime in and tell me. 205-300-8246. Text me your email. I'll bring you in live right now. That's all you got to do. 205-300-8246. You should have written it down by now. Sales managers, consider this. I mean, answer it. Tell me later after the show, and I'll watch the archives. I mean, isn't it much better to have 10 or 15 people that are on their game, doing the right thing with the customer at every point, at every touch point? I know that you're probably using a chat provider. I went into chat last week. There's some really, really, really good chat providers out there, man. I'm not even going to get into who's best. I favor Gugaboo. I mean, I just do. All of you are good. I'm just saying what I just, from what I've seen, that's one of the top ones. There's a lot of great ones. So I'm not endorsing that product. I'm just saying I like it. Okay. I've not used it personally more than twice. But I know we got into chat, and you're probably having people do that for you. So let's just leave chats sitting over here. What I really mean is instant messaging, those texts that you send out, texts that you get from your customers. How do you know what your salespeople are saying on those? I mean, salespeople, should you be copying your sales managers on those communications that are going to your customer and coming from your customer that are pertinent? I mean, not all your personal stuff, but I mean, when a customer is making you an offer or they're looking for a specific vehicle, I mean, should you group together those texts and maybe talk with the sales manager at the same time? I know I'm putting a lot on the sales managers, but I know how busy you are. You've got 10 guys, you got 12 guys, or you got 10 guys each, and there's 2 of you, and there's used cars, and it's a busy Saturday, and the football game playing, or whatever the sport is for your area. It's really difficult to make all these things happen. But let's face it, that day is sales day. The rest of the week, you've got lots of time to try and figure out how these communications should be working internally. All right. So the business development center, the store, let's talk about sales floor, all right? Not parts and service. This goes along with it in a few minutes or in a few weeks. But right now we're talking about sales floor, sales staff, sales managers, general manager, GSM, those type of things, used cars, used car manager. Should we consider communicating with them at a group level and letting the customer know that, hey, I want to bring so-and-so in, and he can tell us really quick, man, a TO on a text, are you kidding me? That's strong. If you introduce yourself correctly and you speak to your customer correctly and you're doing what you need to be doing correctly, a text or a video TO, are you kidding me? This is available now. FaceTime your manager into your conversation with your customer. Ask and get permission from the customer, from the manager, and it's easy to do then. If the manager's tied up, then he's tied up. Make it available. That's a great way to get a customer back on the phone, get them back in your store, back in your environment. Hey, listen, how about if I bring the sales manager in, we do a FaceTime, or we do a video call, or we do a whatever. Set up a station in your store so you can do a video call where you don't have to all have different devices, because if you unless you've got an app that works around all devices, you need to be stationary and central and everybody at one time. So that's a great idea, setting up a communications area so that, hey, you can mute these and talk on a microphone, kind of like maybe one of these, excuse me, and have your sales manager in there with you and sell the cars remotely if you have to. It's just a great idea. It's a TO, it's a video TO, it's a text TO. Sales managers, I'm sorry. But hey, man, I just came up with this week. It's pretty cool to me. You guys probably already do it. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. But it's an idea from me. So if all the people are putting all that data and all those messages and all those notes into the CRM, all your salespeople, and you've got 10, let's just use 10. And those 10 people are doing the correct things at the correct time, and the customers are loving it. Then when you get as far as you can go with that customer, and maybe they're more top funnel than you thought, maybe they're lower funnel. This does 2 things. If they're low funnel and the sales manager's involved with the salesperson now, it lets the BDC focus. Well, it lets what I want to call the relationship department focus on making your appointments, rescheduling things, getting deliveries, whatever. You guys work that out internally. I don't know. I'm just saying, consider this. Let's look at it this way. If you're setting up all your things in the CRM the correct way, and you're doing TOs on text and on video and on the phone or together in a conference call, however you do it, bring them in, get them involved. It's what your manager gets paid for. All right. If you're doing all those things and they're getting in the CRM and the notes are there and everything's right, consider like a corporate secretary. I've known corporate secretaries that could handle 5 corporate officers, take all their calls, do all their follow-up, set all their appointments, and then they can handle the things that are a no-brainer. I mean, make a list of no-brainer stuff, and the relationship marketing people can handle that. Put a stopping point. Don't go past this point. But do that. Set this up this way. I'm telling you, you've got 10 people working customers, and you've got 5 or 6, or if you've got 20, you've got 8 or whatever, doing your follow-up, doing your relationship building, doing, hey, this is what the customer needs, back and forth. And you can focus more on traffic. So it's just a better idea to me. Now I need to know, thank you for coming on. I see a bunch of you already chatting. And I'm trying to get there. I'm just not gonna. Super Chat is on for YouTube, but I just can't see it and do it all at once. I'm going to have a person that's going to come in and help me in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to have an assistant. I can't do the show and answer the text, and well, it's just too much. But I mean, I could, but I'm lazy. Can you believe that, salespeople? I could, but I'm lazy. Do these things correctly. I need an assistant because I'm lazy. You guys do too. That is the people that are over there, the corporate secretaries that can handle 5 board members and do all of their appointments, their schedules, field their calls, be the gatekeepers. Man, if you've got a BDC that's doing that and then helping you set things up, I say BDC because even you've made me have that habit. The relationship team. That's what it needs to be called, the relationship team. As far as I'm concerned, you could just drop business development and use the retargeting and all the tools and all the schlepp that the stuff's getting sold to you in the dealerships. What do you need a BDC for? Are the salespeople just order takers? They walk around outside like lot lizards? I don't know. I mean, are you letting them do their job? Can they do their job? Do you need to get more of them? Do you need to get rid of some? I don't know. This is discussions that you need to have. I mean, especially if you're just getting, and I can't imagine this, if you're just getting involved in digital, then you really need this. So a corporate secretary, that's, 5 to 8 BDC people, slam it. If you've got those type individuals over there working for you, you will slam it. You will slam it month in, month out. Every month, do what you're supposed to, but don't sell them short. Don't not put in your notes. Don't not put in the stock numbers. Don't not remember to tell them it's a dealer trade. Things of that nature. It's 19 minutes after 7. I want to go a little bit further now and say you can't imagine how much power you have now as a salesperson. All right. If you could go back 15 years and we were on dial-up and we used ink pens and pads and we didn't have these, but we had these flip devices or a big cellular thing. You don't understand. I like watching Gary Vee a lot because he's right, man. If you don't have one of these, if you have one of these and one of these, and you think everybody can be very well off doing this stuff. I'm in my living room trying to teach you guys how to sell cars the right way, not to lie to people and to be transparent and to do everything you're supposed to do in the CRM. You ever heard of helping your managers Managers, have you ever heard of helping your salespeople? I know a lot of you do this. This is old hat. I'm dragging it through the mud again. But, go around and look at your competitors. Go around and look at your dealerships around you. How many of them still have 2018 model cars on their freaking car lots? All right. With no pictures on the web. Could have been just dealer traded in. Still no excuse. There are people that will put pictures up for you of a car that's not even yours and it looks like yours. I mean, there's no excuse for any of that stuff. So business relationship marketing, business development center, whatever you want to call it, I need to know what your process is, what you think it should be. We're going to have some people. I keep saying we're having guests. Man, do you know how hard it is to get some guests tied down to do a live streaming show in their schedule on a Wednesday? I tell you, I'm just going to start changing up the days. And, if when David Kane wants to come on, we're going to do that night. We're going to tell you guys, and then we're going to do it. When Ralph Collier wants to come on, we're going to do that night, and then we're going to stream that night, and we're going to do it. Joe Webb, Gilbert, all you guys that have taught me so much and know so much. I forgot to say hello to Bill and Joe and Gilbert and all you guys. Helped a great deal in the beginning and have been stellar. But thank you. And thank you to David and John Gottschalk and all the crew over at Lot Links putting up with me. I can't really tell you anything on this show that is new, except for maybe ways to go in depth and drill down into what you should be doing at a car lot. Hell, there's so many things for sale to a dealership right now. Even after just leaving the dealership environment a year ago, I don't know them all anymore in 1 year. I mean, where does it stop? Where do we stop this? Now, I'm talking about professional salespeople. If you want to keep selling cars, you're going to do these things or they're going to sell them for you. You're not going to be involved anymore. Finance directors, you too. These things have got to be, I know, but you're going to have to adapt because customers are not going to play. So I keep saying that. All right, so let's go back to it. Put the notes in the CRM. Help your sales manager, help your salespeople do these things. Do these live video TOs. I mean, it's just a novel idea, dude. Ladies, gentlemen, I should say. It's a novel idea. Live video TOs, live text, MMS. Put up a station in your store where you can sit down like I'm doing right now with a microphone and get a couple of wireless headsets. I use Plantronics. They're Bluetooth. They hook right into my iMac. I go that way. I mean, it's how I roll. And I can hear you. If you would text me, I'd bring you live into this show. I think most of you are scared. It's just that must be it. Be live again next Wednesday at 7:00 Central. If any of you want to come off the fear wagon, because when I have these guests on here, it's going to look really silly, just us talking, unless you're just watching archives. All right. So some of you right now are probably saying hello to me on Facebook. Some of you hello to me on YouTube. Hello. Just decided I can't do it all at once. All right. ADD kick back in. Go back to what we should be doing. This is an important thing, this communication. As a sales manager and as a young sales manager, the thing that frustrated me the most about my team was the lack of communication. Guess whose fault that was? That was my fault. I didn't go to them and say, hey, you guys give me your input on how we should communicate. I didn't go to them, early on when you're a sales manager and you got all these things bombarding you from all over the world that you've never seen, the statement, cars, all these things, used car manager. You tend to say, I told you to do it this way. Hey, how about if you say, hey, you guys in the sales meeting tomorrow, give me your ideas on how we should communicate, how we should set up a communications booth. We can do video TOs. We can do MMS, FaceTime. Bring these people in that early, We're bringing them in when they get to the store. Bring these professional guys that are really good at what they do. If you don't need them, don't bring them in, but include them in what you're doing in the notes. Copy them on the text. Let them know. All right. That's just another little bit of information that I thought I might give you. We're going to just keep growing on this communication and this business development and this business relationship marketing, because I think it's all messed up. And I sold a lot of cars for a lot of years, over 200 for a long time. And you can call around and ask. I hope this has found you well. It's 7:26. I think that if you go watch this archive, you'll learn something. All right. Hello to everybody out there. And I don't mean to miss anybody. Joe, you and Bill, you know who you are. Dealer knows. Hello. Gilbert, still the best automotive consultant I've ever known. Gilbert Chavez. Say that now. The rest of you, all are awesome. And, share this with stuff. Bill Whitmire, hello to you too. I'm sorry. I know you all. I've been away a while. I'm back. I'm trying to help. You guys get in here. Quit being crybabies. All right. Do this for your store. And I'll probably just see you next week. Maybe live in between then. We'll be broadcasting and let you know. All right. Have a good one. And see you.